So the Skoda Kushaq is here and we have done a full-on review with the 1-litre manual and the 1.5-litre DSG. And if you want to watch that, click on the link on the screen right now. But today what I have with me here are the other two variants, which is the 1-litre auto and the 1.5-litre manual. And I'm going to tell you what they feel like. First up, it's the one a lot of people will be looking at, the 1-litre automatic. If you haven't seen our full video, let me just recap for you that the 1-litre puts out 115 HP and 178 Nm of torque. And the variant I'm driving today comes mated to a 6-speed automatic. Now we've seen this pairing before in the Polo, the 1-litre engine with the torque converter, and after driving it here, it's no wonder that torque converters are making a comeback. Torque converters work so much better for the daily driving that we do in our cities, and honestly, it feels better than the DSG in the 1.5, especially in these conditions. And it makes really light work of cutting through heavy traffic. It's got a really nice strong creep function as well. So, in stop-start traffic like this, honestly, I don't even need to press the throttle. I'm just kind of modulating it with the brake and it is edging along as I need it to. So it is really convenient for the urban crawl. While the creep function is something I quite liked, some may find it a bit too strong and it will take a little getting used to. Now, once you get to a more open stretch of road and you flex your right foot, you're reminded that this is a small capacity turbo engine and there is a bit of lag before it gets going. But that's not to say that it is slow. The torque converter worked well to mask some of that turbo lag. The 0 to 100 came up in about 1.5 seconds slower than the manual variant we drove in our earlier review. It's got a really strong mid-range. Once you spin it past the 1800 RPM mark, it just accelerates cleanly. What does blunt the performance in the 1-litre a bit is the tall gearing, which has been done to achieve good fuel economy. Now, we really haven't done our own fuel run, so I can't confirm it, but we will do one soon and let you know. Basically, what happens is that you can accelerate to very high speeds in each gear, and then the progress isn't quite as quick as it could be. The torque converter also works much better when you accelerate gradually, but it isn't quite as quick as the DSG when you want sudden bursts of power. However, you do have the option to shift the lever to sport mode for quicker responses, or then a quick dab on the paddles work well. Yes, the Kushaq does offer paddle shifters on both the 1-litre and the 1.5 automatic. Speaking of the 1.5, I've already driven the auto in our earlier video and now I'm going to drive the manual. Now, I have a big grin on my face because you can enjoy the performance of this engine. It feels nice and strong and punchy. It is spirited performance, and this engine and gearbox combination make it fun to drive. The 0 to 100 dash is just 9.5 seconds, which is a tiny smidgen slower than the auto variant. But this manual really lets you make good use of the lusty power from this engine. And on the flip side, when you want to amble along or you're crawling, and I'm going to simulate that for you right now. I'm going to drop down to almost 1200 RPM. I'm in third gear. Still accelerates off cleanly as long as you're gentle with the throttle. So now we brought you full coverage on all the variants and everything there is to know about the Kushaq. Now, what you need to know is that unfortunately there are no diesels. But With the two petrol powertrains, there is a variant for everyone. At the time of our first review, prices were not revealed, but now they are. The Kushaq does sit in the higher end of the segment. However, it is the 1-litre manual that offers the best value proposition with things like touchscreen and safety features even in base variants. In fact, only the 1-litre top end gets the 6 airbags as of now, while the 1.5 top end will get it later on. Also, the manual lets you use the power on offer better than the auto. Currently, the 1-litre is the only one being delivered. The 1.5 deliveries will begin in August. The 1.5 is powerful, but it is pricey, especially when you consider interior qualities and features are not quite matched to its rivals. But where it shines is in its performance and dynamic capability. So, if you enjoy driving, it's worth the extra spend.